Assalamualaikum. This is Misa Noor and I'm from group 17. My metric number is 1828443 and I'm from economics department. Today I'm going to present me and my group is going to present the development of Islamic banking and financing in Tunisia. This is our subject name, this is our group project names, and first of all I want to thank Dr. Ahmed bin Khalid to give us the opportunity to present a valuable assignment like this. Then I will also thank all my group members of group 17, those who have given their good effort to complete this assessment. As an introduction, I would say that Islamic finance market has been one of the world's most productive fields, started by Malaysia and the Gulf Corporations Council countries in 1963. The sector comprises more than 600 financial institutions. Analysis and foreign studies are expected to sustain Islamic finance at elegancy growth. In Islamic finance, there are some positive results. New companies should look at the advanced procedure of developing local Islamic financial systems. So as we can see, there is the same things happening in Tunisia also. And Islamic finance has become the most popular financing system in Tunisia recently. To discuss, before we discussing about Tunisian finance, first we have to see the background of Tunisian finance, how it was developed and how it was kind. For the development of Islamic finance in Tunisia, as we can see, Tunisia was one of the first MENA and ENA countries to comply with the offshoring banks. The creation of Islamic funding was initiated with the foundation of Al Baraka Bank in Tunisia at 1983, and it was the first Islamic bank in Tunisia. As for more, we can see from the chronology of Islamic financial development. We can see it was started in 1883, though it was normally it was started by the independence of Tunisia, but it was actually the development was started from the 1983 by the establishment of the Bank Al Baraka. Then in 2008 there was another bank was established for to develop the Islamic finance, that was Noor Islamic Bank, and then in 2009 Zaitun Bank was also established, and then they developed their policies and everything. In 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, we can see they have developed their policies, rules, regulations and governing rules, everything, the systems. They have added the advanced system technology on the Islamic finance to develop this finance. Even still now it is developing. To have more discussions on the development of Islamic finance background, we can say that the Islamic finance systems in Tunisia includes what are the things includes that Islamic bank, mutual funds and Islamic insurance. In June 1983, the first establishment of a bank Al Baraka in Tunisia. Then in 2018 the Noor Islamic Bank was established. Then in 2010 and the Zaitun Bank was established, and by the son of the president deposed, and it is the third most development. Then for the period after that, we see there are three Islamic mutual funds are concerned of the Islamic financial landscape in Tunisia. The AITD fund was founded as the first key risky mutual fund in March 2019. Zaitun Bank Stakoful, Tunisia's first Tunisian Islamic insurance agency, as we know. Then after that, we see that Tunisia has experienced only traditional banking since the independence. After that 1983 there was the bid actually, so the Tunisian was welcomed as a more modest move in Islamic banking and finance. And Tunisia's biggest invention was Bahrain like financial hub in 2011. The variety of attempts must be made to encourage Islamic finance in Tunisia, according to their AFDB. Then, for the less support of ventures and important improvement in Boogie Defix will have budgeted 1,000 million sukuk dinars in 2003. The financial aspects of 2013 covered good Islamic treasurers, and still we can see them in treasurers reserving and in Islamic banking financial system. Tunisia has the name among the most 15 countries of the world. So and it has become more popular. The Islamic financing products and Islamic financing procedures, it has become most popular to to the peoples of in Tunisia. So we can say that there is a good future of Islamic banking and finance in Tunisia. Thank you. uh,
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Cheng Wan. My measure number is 1827017. Today I'd like to talk about why Tunisia should develop their Islamic financing and banking. The Tunisia government demonstrated great support for development of Islamic financing. The government wants experts for political mobilization and promotion. A better regulatory framework of Islamic financing must also be developed in order to meet the need for their alternative financing assets, says Fadi Hakura. Then in Tunisia, there is a good relationship between consumption and Islamic banking and financing. The people of Tunisia are becoming more famous every day. That's my explanation. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdi Fatih Yusuf and my matric number is 1929763. Today we are going to discuss an image of Tunisia Islamic financial system and also the products. So let's start with the introduction. The Islamic banking landscape consists of three Islamic banks offering only Islamic products. The first one is Al Baraka and was established in 1982, and the second one is Noor Islamic Bank, also established in 2008. The third one is one and the most developed is Zaytuna Bank, was established in 2010 by the son of the deposit president. It is located retail bank to serve the domestic market. So let me see Al Baraka Bank Tunisia. Al Baraka Bank Tunisia was established in 1982 after receiving offshore banking license. It was originally called Besti Bank before the entire Al Baraka group was rebranded with the same logo internationally from January 2000. Al Baraka Bank Tunisia has developed a wide range of products and services in accordance with Sharia to meet the investment and financing needs of its customers. The main products offered are summarized in the following. The first one is short-term financial, and the second one is the medium-term financing, and the third one is the long-term financing. So what we see the Zaytuna Bank. Zaytuna Bank established in October 2009. It's a universal commercial bank which implemented the Lwas conforming bank in Tunisia on May to still at 28, 2010. Zaytuna Bank began its activities by providing retailers, professional and business with a range innovation products and services consistent of with the principle of Islamic finance. The base mainly of techniques of Murabaha financing. The products offered by the Zaytuna Bank are the retail-oriented real estate products. Financing facilitates acquisition of commercial vehicles. So let me see the last one and also the third Islamic bank is Noor Bank, representative office from financial institution based on in Dubai. It was opened in 2008 and managed from Dubai. That's all my part. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum. This time is the evaluation of Islamic financing. I'm from Group 17. Although Islam Bank and financial institutions have made a great progress, there still have many shortcomings and problems. They need to constantly improve themselves to adapt to different environments. First, Islam Bank needed to add some new businesses and operating methods to their exciting foundations. This can play a great role in different economic fields and provide more comprehensive service for financial activities. And second, most of customer service for Islam Bank are small and medium enterprises. They don't have enough foundation to face some economic risks. Islam financial institution can provide them with help in other ways, such as some policy or fund supporting. Today, Islam Bank and the institutions need a new way for development to ensure their survival. Cultivate new talents and expand to overseas markets. Constantly improve oneself so that there will be more room for development. Um, that's all. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Salihin Omar, Magnitude number 191-3525. So I will discuss on contemporary issues in Tunisia. So the first point is troubles and woes of Tunisian banks. The first thing that became a financial issue to Tunisia is its bank. There were several attempts to reorganize the banking sector. Based on statistics, there is high demand on market banking government. So here we can see that banks are in such poor condition that it affects Tunisians day-to-day life. This is their bank. The second point is the revolution didn't happen. Revolution here means the revolution of the Tunisian. So the Tunisian revolution presents some promising prospects. In theory, a brand new democracy, freedom and good governance should have encouraged entrepreneurship and investment. Instead, economic process stagnated in 2011, causing unemployment to rise and increasing the requirement for external help to hide the state deficit. The third point is weighed down by multiple problems. Banks themselves remain fragile and underperforming, checkered by high levels of unproductive debt. At the same time, as they continue developing new products and services like remote account process and smartphone apps. Other problems include weak capitalization, poor quality assets, and a scarcity of adequate funds to hide the chance of default. The last point is ordinary citizens pay the price. As a result, the banks have fallen back on mortgages and loans for personal citizens. At the identical time, they are demanding increasingly high risk premiums and so also higher interest rates. Costs between their plummeting purchasing power and staggering high interest rates on bank loans, ordinary citizens are paying the bill. Thank you.
Record. Okay, record. Islamic finance challenge in Tunisia. The development of Islamic finance in Tunisia is still experiencing several significant challenges. This is evidenced by the revision of the current account deficit and a higher fiscal, which has made the state debt increase significantly in the last few years. In the same way, this challenge will continue to affect the financial performance of Tunisian banks, despite the recent upgrading of banking regulation and development in the Islamic finance landscape in Tunisia. Tunisia itself already has several Islamic financial institutions, including one Zitouna Bank, which obtained a license in May 2010; second, Al Baraka Bank, which was transformed from a non-resident bank to an onshore bank in January 2014; and the last one is Wifaq International Bank, which was transformed from a leasing company to an onshore bank and which was granted a banking license in November 2015 and authorized to transform its activity to Islamic banking. There are also six Islamic mutual funds like Aidit Funds, Al Kauthar Funds, FCPR Max Jasmine, Thimar Investment Funds, UGFS Islamic Funds, and CEA Islamic Fund. And for the review of 2016 and 2017, in these past 2 years, Tunisia made several new banking laws. This banking law defines Islamic financial transactions of murabahah, ijarah, mudarabah, musyarakah, istisna, salam, wadiah, and also permits all banks to conduct Islamic financial transactions with the approval of the central bank, in which this law is a new provision that introduces a number of challenges in the function and supervision of the banking sector in the context of restructuring into formal legal recognition of Islamic banking activities in Tunisia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Dafar Firadivan. My metric number is 2014559. I'm from group 17 and now I would like to explain about our group presentation about laws of governing Islamic banking and finance industry of Tunisia. So, as we see, there are not any specific Islamic law for Islamic banks in Tunisia. All Islamic banks in there are settled by their traditional banking rules, except in 2013, a legislative structure adjusted on Islamic goods in there, such as Islamic finance certificate, banking, Islamic insurance, zakat, and waqf. So there are not any Islamic finance legislation, Islamic finance regulation in Tunisia. So it's a note for the Tunisian government. They should advance unnecessary regulatory form for the Islamic finance industry. Their Islamic banks and their financial institutions have requested for 5 years about the initiation of the Islamic finance development in there. But as we see, these are the example of analogies between the concept of Sharia principle and the Tunisian law. Even though they didn't have any specific laws of governing for Islamic banking and finance industry in Tunisia, but their laws are exactly the same as our Sharia principle. And these are the parallels between the similarities of Islamic product and the Tunisian laws. It's exactly the same, isn't it? So that's my explanation. That's all. Best regards. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zaki Akbar Mahdi. My metric 1912425. I'm from group 17. Okay, I would like to conclude our presentation before with the topic development of Islamic banking and finance in Tunisia. Let's see this slide. Okay, as one of the most important emerging markets to Africa, Tunisia has taken its economic development agenda with the Islamic finance. The Islamic financial market ability depend of the implementation of Islamic financial regulation. The study found that the Tunisia Islamic banking sector is still early, and the market also is still limited, and the opportunities for use are considerable. It say it like that. That's all our presentation. Thank you guys. Thank you for attention. Best regard. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.